If you feel like you're always in your head, always in control, and struggle to attract what you actually want, it's probably because you're not in your feminine energy. I know this because I used to be operating from my masculine energy and I had no idea. I was always doing, planning, chasing, and not getting anywhere I wanted to. I was exhausted and I definitely could not find the love that I was seeking. A lot of women are in this cycle and they don't realize that it's blocking their magnetism. So in this video, let's talk about 3 ways this shows up and how to get back into your feminine flow. Welcome to She Who Attracts, where we tap into your feminine power, siren energy, and the art of magnetism. Every week, I share tools and practices to embody your highest self and create the life you were always meant to live. And if you're ready to go deeper, I offer private one-on-one coaching where we personally go through your transformation together. So if that's something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button, stick around, and join this magnetic community of women. Now, if you're ready, let's dive into it. Operating from your masculine energy is actually really common. And how this can show up is maybe you were constantly in your head. Maybe you feel the need to be in control. Maybe you're go, 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 do, have a hard time being in the present moment. Maybe you feel anxious. You're constantly thinking about the future and you're constantly trying to chase after what you want in life. You feel very misaligned and you don't exactly know how and you don't exactly know why, right? Maybe in your relationship, you're having a hard time connecting. You feel misaligned, disconnected, or the communication is not quite there. Or maybe you are looking for love and you just can't quite find the person that you've always dreamed of. You keep attracting people that are misaligned, that are not exactly what you want. Or you're stuck in this specific cycle that you can't quite get out of. So let's talk about 3 ways that this shows up that you are actually operating in your masculine energy and you have no idea that you're doing this. So number 1 would be you're always in do mode instead of receive mode. Feminine energy thrives in surrendering, in being, in receiving, and allowing. So I want you to think about where in your life you're having a hard time receiving, or you are trying to do more in order to bring more into your life. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with inspired action. There's nothing wrong with going after what you want, but feminine energy really thrives on surrendering, going with the flow, bringing things to you instead of going after them. So I want you to think about when you are taking this inspired action, are you burning yourself out? Are you doing too much? Are you in surrendering mode? And are you in receiving mode? That's the most important thing. This is where the shift happens. Are you open to receiving? Do you have enough space to allow yourself to receive all of those things? Or is your energy taken up by a bunch of things that are weighing on you? Burnt out, doing so much, needing to be in control, right? Constantly in your head, too much going on. Are you able to sit quietly, surrender to the universe, surrender to life, and to surrender to your magic to be able to call things in? Constantly checking off lists, chasing goals, or trying to control outcomes is very masculine. And if we do this too much, our feminine doesn't have a place to flow, right? We can feel misaligned because we're too much in an energy that is not in alignment with what we came here to express. So you might watch your husband or your partner or men and you see success and you're like, oh, they work hard, they push themselves, they keep going. That is their way of creating. your way of creating is, again, taking inspired action, but mostly energetics. It's feeling really rooted and grounded in your body. It's surrendering to the gifts of the universe. It's surrendering to the magic of bringing things in. And it's using your energy to pull things in, to feel so deeply confident that what's ever meant for you cannot be lost. And to sit in that energy versus going out and getting, chasing, and constantly burning yourself out. Which leads to my second point. So this is number 2 on how you can be in your masculine energy. And that would be leading with logic over intuition. Feminine energy is deeply intuitive and heart-led. So if you are not doing something that opens your heart up, that lights you up, that really connects you with your heart, if your day-to-day is way too much going on and way too much in your head and constantly thinking logically, how can I make this work, right? Or logically, how does this make sense? You're constantly thinking from that place versus your heart and your emotions, this can make you feel very misaligned. You maybe ignore your gut feelings and you push off your emotions. You dismiss them as irrational and you only trust logic. If you are doing this, you are cutting yourself off from your feminine power. A lot of the times when we don't understand our emotions or they have been suppressed for too long, we can feel like, oh my goodness, this is a deep ocean inside of us that we need to keep locked behind closed doors. Or it's very scary to have all of these emotions come up at one time. And I'm here to tell you that actually it feels so good to be able to express yourself, to be able to lead from your emotions in a very feminine way. Now, it's not an out of balance way where you're sobbing all the time, over explaining, right? Constantly expressing yourself and your emotions too much, right? It's in a very balanced way where you are able to acknowledge your emotions when they come up and see the messages that they are trying to tell you. If you are anxious, how are you too much in the future, right? And you're not in the present moment. If you are burnt out, where are you not giving yourself permission to rest, right? So these emotions are beautiful messengers for us to look at. And when you are in your feminine flow, you are able to look at them as messengers. Listen, feel more connected to your body, and work with your emotions instead of against them. As feminine women, we came here to be the spiritual guide. We are connected to our emotions. We work with our bodies. We are heart-led. We are not in our heads. We are not logical. We are not operating that way mostly because that is the masculine way. So masculine energy is earth, is chasing after, is going, it's logical. And the polarity of that is the feminine way, which is this spiritual guide, right? He is your anchor to earth and you are his tie to the spiritual realm. And when you think about it that way, when you think, oh my goodness, I bring these incredible gifts and he brings those incredible gifts. This is where you can work in beautiful harmony and beautiful polarity, and you can step into alignment with the energy that you came here to express. So I invite you to drop into your heart, to next time your emotions are there, I invite you to ask yourself what message this brings. What change is your body looking for? And what change are you looking for? Which leads to number 3 on how you could be in your masculine energy and you don't even realize it. And this is struggle to surrender control. If you're constantly wanting to know how, when, and why, this does not keep you in the present moment. This keeps you in the future, and this blocks your flow. Because flow comes when you are present, right? All these beautiful energies that are feminine energy, being present in the moment, being able to sit with your emotions, right? Being able to be grateful for your life, for your body, for everything that's going on. Those are so important to your feminine flow. And when you are constantly trying to figure out what the next thing is, how you can control it, and how you can create the exact outcome you want, you're blocking the flow. The feminine trusts, surrenders, and allows things to flow in the way that they are meant to. And that's not to say that you need to step on your power or put your power down and just let the universe take over. Absolutely not. You need to join in on the creation of your life. But there's a difference between creating and controlling. There's a difference between putting out there what you want and really needing it to go that specific way. Two very different energies. I want you to think about, in manifesting and in creating, if you are holding something in your hand like this, it has room to grow. It has space to come forward, right? You're holding it in your hand and you're saying, I want this. But when you are controlling something, you want it to be like this, right? It's very tense energy. There's no room for it to come out. There's no magic in that. So I want you to think about holding it like this. We are in our feminine power. We are stating what we want. We know how powerful and how magical we are, but we are allowing ourselves to surrender. We are allowing ourselves to trust that all the beautiful things will come to us as long as we are true to ourselves, as long as we feel that we are in alignment with love, with trust, with surrender, and with receiving. This might show up in your relationships as well. Constantly trying to control your partner, get them to act a specific way, or in your dating life, it could show up as wanting the outcome to be a specific way. And so you feel the need to control it instead of surrendering into your feminine energy and allowing your partner to show up for you in the way that they are going to, right? So we really want you to think about surrendering. Think about connecting with your emotions. Think about letting go of control, even just for a little bit. See how you feel. See how things work out. Trust, surrender, allow, and receive. So now we're at the bonus, which is something that completely and totally changed my life, and I promise it will change your life if you just think about this one thing. Now, this is something that will get you in your feminine energy real quick when you think about this. And this is stop performing for others and trying to prove your self-worth in everything you do. Incredible. Sometimes we feel the need to work extra hard, put ourselves in burnout, become extremely successful, and we're only doing that to prove our worth. And I want you to think about that for a second. Think about, what is worthiness to you? How do you feel worthy to yourself, not to others? Is rest important for you? Is surrendering important for you? Is creating more space for yourself important for you? So in everything you do, if you feel like you're working too hard, you're in control, you're trying to make things good, I want you to think about, who's that for? And if that's for somebody else, then why are you living your life for them? Why aren't you living your life for you? it's so important to own our differences, to own our energy. Women are meant to rest. We're meant to be slow. We're meant to really enjoy our lives with ourselves, right? Which of course the masculine is as well, but truly connecting with your body, connecting with your heart, feeling connected with your emotions. We aren't meant to be stressed, to constantly go, to be chasing the next goal. Goals are important. Goals, success, all of those things can be had. And of course, beautiful things to want. But it'll feel so much better if you do it while you are connected to yourself. If you do it while you are in alignment, it'll be easier, it'll come faster, and you'll feel so much better about it. Recognizing this, all of these things, is truly the first step to shifting. So I want you to be so proud of yourself for recognizing all of the ways that you are actually misaligned. You're actually too much in your masculine energy, and focusing on how you can become more in balance. And whatever balance looks like for you, that's what's so important too. If you feel really good about being super busy, awesome. Be super busy. These are just things to look at if you're feeling misaligned. When you soften into your feminine, life becomes more magical. Opportunities, love, abundance completely come to you with ease because you are in the feminine flow, because you are so in alignment with who you are and the energy you want to express. That is magnetic. That is so powerful, and that is magic. So I want you to tell me which one resonated with you the most down there in the comments. And if you are ready to be in your feminine energy, feel the flow of being the most magnetic version of you, check out my Magnetic AF challenge. This is a 15-day challenge that I did just recently. We just finished it. And this is everything you need to know about how to step into your feminine energy and really turn on your magnetism. I have affirmations, meditations, and super incredible activations that help you to step into your most magnetic, divine feminine self. So check that out if you feel like it resonates. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit that subscribe button to join this beautiful community that I have just started. And thank you so much for being here.